down, everybody swing to a four sting.
Put out the cigarette, jam with the duet bed.
JVC Force Entertainers, title makers with the sound coming fresh from my east, you just can't take her. With the sound coming fresh from my east, you just can't take her.
Rapper number 2, AJ Rock, a cool villain to get wicked and wild. The Rock is willing to slam myself from on his back. That's how I'm living in talk, lounge and lord.
DBR Street Gang, this is Almighty, standing by. How do you copy?
The funky dope producers.
DBR Street Gang, this is Almighty, standing by. DBR Street Gang, this is Almighty, standing by. How do you copy?
I think I've grown a lot. A lot of the fears I used to have on the first are gone. I no longer see it necessary to be in the charts every 2 minutes. On the first album, it was really important to me. It was like, if I wasn't in the charts, it was over. You know, someone get me a knife, I want to slit the wrist. The bad thing about this industry, you can become very obsessed with it. And it's very good to have something else, you know, like a great home life or a personal life. So I've changed a lot in the sense I've grown up. This is 3 years on, you know, I'm 21. I've come of age, I'm now legal. Now I've made the music which I feel is more me because I've had so much input in it. I've chosen the producers, I've chosen the songs. I've been there round the clock, working in the studio till God knows what time in the morning, coming out with bags under my eyes, doing all that stuff, drinking loads of coffee. My manager called me up and said he's got a few tapes in from people who want, you know, me to sing their songs. And so, you know, he sent them over. This one tape now that I put in sounds totally different. It sounds really, really there. I was so excited with this tape, I gave them a call and went to see them down in Brooklyn. And they're just two young guys from New York, Kym Mazelle and Andreas Levin, who just come out of Berkeley College, the same age as me, and they just have all their equipment in this one-bedroom flat, and they just work out there. And we got together and we started writing demos. The day will come, we'll dry the tears in the warmth of the sorrow. I was in my hotel room and I was sleeping. It was like 9 in the morning, and I'm usually sleeping. And the phone rang, and the woman said, "Prince would like to talk to you." And then he came on the phone and said, you know, he's going to send me 4 songs, and I choose which one I want. And that's really how it came about. And I was really shocked, because I didn't think he had the time. And then I asked him if I could produce it as well. He said yes. I also want to write with a lot more unknown people. I just wrote a track with a guy called Omar, who's a great talent, and we wrote a song together and it's turned out really good. And it's on the B-side of the next single. And we're going to be writing some more together. And that's really what I'm about. A lot of people don't know Mica Paris to be that way. They think I'm just this glam pop star and all that palaver. And there's a lot more behind that, you know? There's a lot of hard work that goes into this.
Tam Tam likes to sign artists that are underground, British. We try to champion British music as much as possible. We have a variety of artists. We've got one side, which is the hip-hop side. We have Sensi, British female rapper. We've got Cut to Kill, two young kids we've signed from Essex. We've got another DJ called Maxi Jazz. We've also got a more soul side of things. We've got a group called Mocha Soul, a young British girl called Karen Williamson, an electro British outfit called Stepford Wives, who do very experimental sort of Kraftwerk yellow type music. Then we also have the hardcore side of things, which is homeboy hippie fucking dread. Right from the start, it was a fresh, different sound. They used hardcore elements, techno elements that hadn't been used for the last year or so. They used guitar stabs and a rap incorporated, so it was a mix, but the whole mix together was just so powerful.
I see you on the streets in your dancing vest. You're taking in the lyrics like you're smoking a sex. You're getting high, wondering why you can't fly. Ask me no questions and I will tell you no lies, because the day is crazy and I'm made so I'll be afraid. I can keep on going for days. Will turn winter years, this will be here. And if I can have a chance, I will top up your ears.
And the true test is when I took it down to the Astoria, which is a hardcore night, put it on, and the whole place turned around. The kids just looked at the DJ, and they couldn't believe it. You know, it just really hit them. Just, you know, and we thought, yeah, we're gonna do a good thing here.
But of course I keep towing you on and on and on. But that's wrong. You should be concentrating on rapping your own song, cause rapping is an art. But there are many rappers, it takes talent. I got plenty of that, plus the fact that I ain't whack cat. You come over here, you know that you're gonna get slapped back to where you come from. Could be the front door, London, I'll take you all on. Cause it's used to mess and just with the roughest. Manchester in the house is something to blow your mind into the atmosphere. Come on, feel the bass, cause London's here.
Well, Cut to Kill, it was funny because David just came in the office one day, one of those sort of hectic days, and he's quite a shy person, and he just walked in and handed me a tape and walked out. And everyone in the office, I came back the next day, and they were all screaming about it. So the old story of the A&R people who throw the tapes automatically in the bin is not true. We do actually listen to everything.
I'm Vision, the rapper, and I'm DJ Fortune, the DJ. Music is just funny. There's all different types of music on there. We've got like bass tone, it's like crossover house. So is Heat Up, another single. We've got a reggae track on there, real slow hip hop, real funky, real hard beats, hard ones. It's going to be kicking out. It's quite a variety on it.
We're hoping that people overlook the fact of what color they are, just listen to the music. And I think so far the reaction on our first single has been very good from all sides of house people to hardcore rap DJs. Sensi, she came in with a demo she'd done in her bedroom with her friend. And it was very rough, but I could hear that she's got a very strong voice, a good projection for a rapper. There's a good market for British female rap. They've got something to say, and we liked her style.
The whole group is Professor Griff and the Last Asiatic Disciples. I'm working with all of them. We've remixed my next single to come out, the first single off the album, Bring the Hype. That was good fun doing it.
We've got our S&M label, which deals with indie bands. We have Soho, probably the best known. What we did is we went back to the underground with Soho. We put together a record called Hippie Chick, which we promoted with the top underground DJs and started from there and built up.
It's hard to tell you how I feel without hurting you.
The record in this country should have done better than it did. It went into about 65. But the buzz on the group, the press-wise, and radio and everything that we had, spurred on the Americans. We had calls from every major label in the States after them. And we ended up signing them to Warner Atco, which were a new dance label at the time, and very, very keen about it, really wanting to push the group. And it's worked. They're number 16 in the US, the #1 dance single at the moment.
Got no flowers for you, got no hippie chick. Won't make love to change your mind. No hippie chick, no hippie chick, no hip, 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 hip.
sound has been a sound with a real gospel feel behind it. Most of the people that have been successful in the Jersey sound have come from the church and have a way of singing from their heart. They're not just singing from their head and reciting lyrics. They're singing something that they believe in 100%. And the lyrics tend to be very full and have a lot of meaning. So not only are they singing from their heart, but the lyrics are actually saying something.
The New Jersey sound is sweaty, it's smooth. The energy is it's very high-powered, but yet it's a mellow type of energy.
Jersey sound is hardcore bass, hardcore bottom. That's what it's all about.
The Jersey sound is a combination of a lot of sounds. I just think that we're more vocal orientated. I think we're a little bit more soulful. It's just up-tempo R&B. We're getting back to roots here.
The energy at Zanzibar, I really can't explain what it's like, but it's really, really good. It's very funky, very natural, very get down, get dirty, let's have a good time. That's what it's about, and that's what we were looking for, and that's why when we found Zanzibar, we stopped.
What I love about Zanzibar is the music, the people. I mean, Tony, Birdie, there's certain people in there that make Zanzibar what Zanzibar is. And I feel welcome every time I do a show there. I mean, they always take care of you. The music is always hot.
Club Zanzibar is a classic. It's a club where you won't see no other club like it in the country. That's mainly due to Tony Humphries, because he gives the audience a certain feel. You know, when you go inside Zanzibar, you get trapped into like a trance. That's what he creates his own little world, and he invites you to it. And you get lost in it, which is dance music is supposed to do. That's what music's supposed to do in the first place. It's supposed to take you away from what you was doing before you got there and put you into a whole double frame of mind, which Tony has accomplished that. Put you into a trance.
When you give a tape or new music to Tony Humphrey, he'll always play it. You know, he'll test it on the crowd, and that's where records are made or broken.
And it was because of the exposure that I got to Tony Humphries that I got the record deal.
Right now, I'm trying to be the leader of a certain type of music, and I have a lot of freedom, so I'm looking out for the small guy. I wanted to develop Zanzibar and my show on KISS into being an outlet for new people, to break new people. No one was doing that with house music or our type of music.
A lot of times the artists just come around back to see Tony Humphries, and they get introduced to me as Tony's manager. And they have no access into the record business. They don't understand. You can't go into a major record label and say, here's my tape.
The record was hot basically because Tony Humphries is really interested in new artists and anything that really has what they call now the New Jersey sound.
I believe I'm one of the few people that have kept up the three positions, which is doing a radio show for 2 nights on the weekend, working in a club for 2 nights on the weekend, and also doing studio remixes during the week, which is a very hectic schedule. DJs are would-be musicians. I mean, using their creativity to the fullest. I mean, the board is your tool, the discs are your tool. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, the CDs will be their tool, but it's just using what somebody else has done to try to create a program and a forum to hear music. And it's a craft. It should be respected if it's done right, but it should be done musically.
You see these records starting in New Jersey with the New Jersey producers, and they're coming out in England first. Because the English A&R people are coming over and saying, wow, look at all this good music being made in New Jersey, and they're coming to Zanzibar and they're hanging out and they're listening to the stuff and they're saying, you know, this is great stuff, we'll sign it. They came over and they missed New York and they hit New Jersey.
Hi, my name is Frank Mendez. I co-own New Groove Records with Karen Mendez. I don't put out records that require airplay. My records are for DJs.
As a DJ, I used to always buy New Groove records, and when I started making records, that was like the first label that came into my mind because it was always one of my favorites. So I just came here.
I gave Bobby Condors an opportunity to put out records, and I am glad to see where he has gone.
That track actually started through clubs like The Choice and Zanzibar. Without them type of clubs, you know, that record may have never happened. A lot of the mainstream DJs or the trendy club DJs wouldn't touch that, say, more of the deeper soulful house, more so, whereas like until it got popular or whatever.
Burrell is the mainstay of my label. Reggie and Ronald, they're mind trips. They're a very special bunch of guys.
The idea was to get out all the extra tracks that were laying around collecting dust on stupid tapes. So that's New Groove. Well, that was New Groove. I think New Groove escalated into what it is now simply because of the format in which we keep here is to just put out good music. Aphrodisiac was definitely one of my favorite songs. It was the most relaxing song that I've done, if house music can be relaxing. On that Aphrodisiac track, that is alive, that recording of the beach.
DJs enjoy the music, so if DJs are playing it and enjoying it and they're getting response from the crowd, you know, you're doing something right.
It's a combined effort when we decide to put out a record between Judy, my wife Karen, and myself. You bring me a tape that's finished, decently finished. You leave it here. Don't come up here and sit here. Leave it to Judy or my wife. They'll listen to it, and on the way home in my Jeep is where I make all my decisions whether I'm going to put a record out or not. As far as vinyl disappearing from the surface of the earth, there will always be DJs, there will always be clubs, and there will always be turntables at clubs.
New Groove really doesn't have a format.
I think it has unique sounds in different directions. I don't think it has one distinct sound. I mean, people that maybe buy my records and Burrell records may say it is a deep house sound because they're the records they buy. But then there's probably people that buy the other records that aren't even close to deep house. They may think New Groove has that sound, so it's different sounds.
I just want to be different. That's all we try to do. We don't try to capitalize on anybody else, what anybody else has done. We try to be innovators. I like to say that I think the Giants are a great team, but the Chicago Bears is the team to watch.
I'm Michiko Koshino, came from Osaka, Japan.
And I'm Johnny Rocker, and I'm from Battersea. We met on a flight coming back from Tokyo. I was modelling in a show about 5 years ago, and this young lady was told to sit next to me, and I had to ask to be moved, didn't I? Because we were arguing all the time.
Yeah.
You kept nicking my wine, didn't you?
No, I ordered brandy.
No, I did, and you kept nicking it.
You kept nicking my brandy all the time. So just, shut up, what are you doing?
So I asked to be moved, but there was no spare seat, so I'm afraid we had to put up with each other for about 12 hours.
12 hours?
Great, wasn't it?
I didn't want to get a bit involved in fashion at all. I just didn't want to because too much from family business. But the one day, I can't get money to, very poor. When I came to London, really poor, just, I don't know what else to do. It's easiest to make money to make design. I like very much music, and the music kind of change it, and automatically to growth, the fashion. I believe fashion changes. So that's that influence from music.
How it actually started was the DJs initially wore our clothes. Our generation look at the DJs, they're not so concerned about pop stars and this kind of thing. The DJ's the one that looks after them while they're out. And that's why people follow the DJ. The DJ's rigged out in Michiko stuff. And I think they feel that they like that association, you know. The collection for KAOS is the customers, because they're the people that they've given us the support.
But the KAOS is public, so it's myself. It's really exciting.
I think it's quite brave as well. I think it's. I don't think that many designers would have the guts to do that really in front of the customers.
rhyme with the wise one. Democracy, the rhyme minister. I'm on the trail to seek positivity. So wait, sit back and come with me. Please don't get negative, hear what I gotta give. Rapping is my prerogative. Celebrate and taste the pace of the rhyme from the mind designed to lift the whole race. Elevate your inner state. It's time. Celebrate.
With mind, body, and soul, musically motivated to take control. And if you don't watch yourself, it could knock you out cold. Feel the vibes, let your body flow through it. Bite the bass, add a pinch of treble to it. Sweet like sugar, it's nice like spice. Do it on time and don't think twice. Move your mind and your body to your gyrate and celebrate. Couldn't stop me. Contrast lyrics in a category. Could have come from town or from country. In versatility, when they get me a degree. Wave up your hand if you love the way me jam. Sit down on the rhythm, sit down on the version. Move up your body in a different fashion. Jam it down fast or in a slow motion. Everybody, everybody, hold your space. Fire! Fire! Celebrate.
I consider myself part of the New Jersey sound because you have a whole bunch of people coming from New Jersey who are artists, so we're trying to make like a little Minneapolis now. I got started in dance music in 1988. Well, the first time I went over to Europe, which was the UK, the response to my performances were very good. The people were very receptive. They enjoyed me. I had a great time. And they just know how to party. Well, last year I won the DMC Best International Vocal Artist, Female Vocal Artist of the Year. And it's a great honor to receive that award. Well, as far as me being a very internationally known artist in Europe and not as big in America, it really doesn't faze me that much because I know my time is coming in my hometown, in my home country. So I'm just rolling with the punches and taking it as it comes along. I really do think dance music, house music, club music, whatever you want to call it, it's gonna take the States by storm because a lot of kids that were into rap are now into dance music. Not saying that they're not into rap anymore, but that's like when rap came out, they said, oh, it's not gonna be around long. Rap has been around for like 15 years now. So I think house music is gonna come out and do the same, and gradually it's getting there. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, my live show is a lot of energy. I try to go out and give the people what they paid to come to see.
This is a warning, my final warning to you. This is a warning. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Say out! Say out, out!
Hey, 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 hey. You ready?
Here's my love that you're gonna miss. Warning, this is a warning. Better learn to sing. This is a warning. Keep your love away from me. This is a warning. I know you're everything to lose. This is a warning. That's the love I want to use.
First example.
Get down with the gang called the disciples. Get down with the gang called the disciples. Get down with the gang called the disciples. Get down with the gang called the disciples.
What's happening in London now is so massive because it's happening in so many different styles, so many different forms, you know, from rap to jazz to dance to blues to clubs to radio stations to the whole process, the whole thing that's happening there. It's incredible what's happening in London.
Can I kick it to all the people who can quest like a tribe does? Before this, did you really know what I was? Comprehend to the track force, why? Cause getting mentions on
I
the
feel as though jazz and rap are related.
Hip hop and jazz, I think, have come together on almost like two different parallels, really. In America, jazz artists began to work with hip hop artists. Probably Max Roach and Fab Five Freddy were the first two to begin to collaborate in that way. And certainly Max Roach, who's like probably one of the few surviving members of the bebop generation, played with Charlie Parker, etc. He definitely saw that hip-hop was a kind of radical new form of black music with which he could actually engage. On this side of the water, the person who probably was most responsible for projecting that kind of hip-hop jazz connection was Giles Peterson. And I think that in the wake of acid jazz, I think that what he was beginning to look for as a DJ was a more contemporary kind of vision. So that what he wanted to do was bring together kind of jazz with the now sound, which for him had to be hip-hop.
The way I started was basically by going to basic, straightforward kind of dance clubs, particularly soul music, black music clubs. And I'd hear the odd kind of crossover jazz tune, like a Grover Washington or a Sanborn or something like that. And that was really how I was introduced to the music, and it just sounded so good coming out of a really big sound system. And for the first time I heard jazz in the right kind of environment, in a kind of club vibe. The power of the music was at the fore.
For example, if you were a jazz dancer of kind of the IDJ caliber or whatever, then you were seen to be able to go out there and boogie with the rest of the crowd and cut some of the hip-hop moves, etc. But at the same time, you were able to dance jazz. And normally that meant that you were at the kind of pinnacle of the dance hierarchy within the scene.
And a lot of the dancers on the London scene that were really dancing, and they were just dancing, and they really had a groove going. And it doesn't matter if it's and they just grooving, man, free form, totally free form, not inhibited by it has to be this kind of groove or that kind of groove. They're totally improvising and letting themselves go. And that's the way it was in the 30s and the 40s.
There have been so many sort of, subtle fusions, and it's been a subtle build-up. I mean, recently it's really come to the fore, particularly with, the jazz thing tuned by Gang Starr. And to a degree, everyone now is beginning to see beyond sampling James Brown, which is really the hip-hop kind of perspective. They're kind of hearing music from the 60s, music from the 50s, which is, mainly jazz music, and they're thinking this is going to sound wicked on my new rhymes and beats. And as a result, you've got a whole new generation of hip-hop fans who are listening to this, and they're going, where is that beat from? What is that bit of music there? And that's how they're coming into jazz, which is positive. Right.
Also, I think that there's a line coming from rap that goes back into jazz.
rap didn't start with the Sugar Hill Gang or Planet Rock. Rap goes back through a line into jazz as well. Poetry and jazz has always been feeding off each other in Britain and America. What we try and do as well is poetry with the conga and the voice. So you get just the drum and the voice, and that was being done in the 60s by the last poets.
I met Galliano and some of the young disciples, and Giles had gotten us together. We went to the studio, and I did an album with him. I did about 4 or 5 songs, and I was very impressed with his work. He is an exceptionally talented young man. He's got a nice style. I like his style. It's a style of rapping, and it's the way it's delivered, and I like the things that he says in his style. And I think that he's going to be a very valuable voice.
I was born in London, but I brought up in Canada, Canterbury, Manchester, and then I came back to London. I'm finally based here now. By the time I was, reached secondary school, I learned to play the guitar, piano, percussion, and the trumpet. And from then on, I just did anything that was to do with music, like on my weekends, after school, during school. Any time I could do it, I was doing it. The name of my single is There's Nothing Like This.
Sip a glass of cold champagne wine. The rug that we lie on feels divine.
Because I'm the sort of person where I don't ask somebody to do something, so that's why I play everything, because for me to say to someone, I need a bass line, it's taking time and energy to go and find someone to play the bass, so I might as well do it myself. Obviously in the future, maybe I might start co-writing or, getting people to perform or sing my stuff. Like at the moment, I've just done a track with Mica Paris. So yeah, it should be on a next single after Contribution on the B side. So we'll just see how that, it's a bad track. Hopefully they'll start playing that one a bit more than the A side. Whatever comes in the future is whatever comes, because that's the way I treated the music now. It's just how I did it. I never sat down and worked out how to write the tunes or spent days and days on these songs. It's just how I felt at the time.
There's nothing like this. The lightest conversation has its flaws.
But whatever I play, it's got to be wrong.
We're living large and we can see some people in front of us. They seem rather shocked. But
yeah, because
what can one do?
Believe it or not, right, we're the only black people in the whole country.
Look at some funny steers.
Here's a couple of lager lads.
A bunch of thugs. This is how they spend their Saturday afternoon. Chilling out, drinking enough pints a day.
Now this is rap music for all of you out there who don't know about it. DJ KG on the Wizard of Film, MC Bello B, the Wizard of Poetry, and we're gonna drop in a little something like this.
Well, basically what happened was I was down at Spin-Off's record shop, and Richie Rich used to work up there, and we were in the shop and we just playing a demo that we put together. It wasn't actually a demo, just something we done for fun, and we was going, yeah, this is hype. We was inside the shop, was going, this is slamming, and he kind of said, yeah, let me have a listen to it, let me see what I think, and he heard it and he said, yeah, just come down to the studio and put some tracks together. So we've done about 2 or 3 tracks. They liked it and they put it out. And since then we've been with G Street really, about 3 or 4 years now.
It opens up with sessioning poetry, which basically is just more like a freestyle, just letting people know that they can't step to us. There's a few messages on the album, and there's like a few bug-out tracks, like with a K, which is telling people to spell my name right, with a K, not a C. And there's one, Whose Afro's on Fire, where we're just like bugging, just talking nonsense, basically.
How many people want to hear my DJ rap? Yeah. DJ KG, the Soul Master, DJ, he's dope. They do not even think. Take a moment of your time and especially sing. When you say you are the greatest, I do for my number. Or is that you had the truth, you're the secret to your brothers. I see a sudden change, people's attitudes. So it's money, 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 so you leave me confused. Tell you how I read it for my non-stunning headed. But it's the talking on my words and reality is very handy. Oh yeah! I'm chasing disappointed when it's ones are big. Some live in sin and still make them live. Gotta try very hard to avoid breaking law. To follow good habits so the lyrics come off raw. Listen, right? The breaks we are so slamming that the next album's gonna go triple platinum.
Let's get this going. And you ask for action, you're getting action. Outlaw posse. We're just victims of a system.
Letting it off. On time the tempo, keep the pace as a man goes mental. The master faster, MC blaster, vocally known as a G Street rapper. Top his power with star to get wild. KG in the mix, too versatile. A faithful trade, hot slave. Then I'm just done next up, and who's better than words are spoken? DJ Token, one at a time, yo, I'm going for broken. I pack, react, flip and flap, bust a rap, and there's no comeback. B-E-L-L-O. Catch my breath, or just while I'm slow. Pass the juice, the flutes don't be as funny. Kym Mazelle, you're making money.
We're just victims of a system. Need your kisses, baby. I need your goodness and your loving and your hugging, baby. One of the best moments of the Soul to Soul tour for me was, must have been the New York show, August the 10th, 1990, first night in New York. It was my birthday. We just got to town. Everybody was like so excited to be in New York. The press was there. Everybody was going crazy. Jazzy was in good form. He did not remember that it was my birthday, though. He couldn't understand why I was so hyped, right? So I got on the stage, and I performed Missing You. But right in the middle of the song, something got in me. Just the spirit hit my soul so strong that it knocked me to the floor, on my knees, face down. And I had the mic in my hand. I didn't miss a beat, a hum, or a melody, and I was still singing, and I just commenced to do things on the floor that were very adult. And it just felt so good. I got up and climbed the staircase and went to one of these statuesque poses, and it was just like bigger than life Hollywood. Oh, I just don't know what to do with myself. I can't seem to get it straight, you know. I need you, baby. I gotta get you back. Jazzy, I'll never forget this. Jazzy was in the emergency room laying down on the, the stretcher with the neck brace on, and they had a brace around his back because he hurt his back pretty much, and just like some oxygen over him, and I was standing over him. I hadn't even broke a fingernail, right? And I'm standing over him looking at him like, oh, poor baby. I said, Jazzy, I want to do the show. I want to do the show tonight, Jazzy. I'm serious. We got to do the show. You get your ass up. Let's do the show, right?
Make a big noise for us, for Innocence.
Well, this is a far cry from the Kiss FM studios in Islington, North London. This afternoon, I seem to have found myself in the studios of a radio station in Bratislava, Czechoslovakia.
Radio CD Soul Seduction.
The Soul of a Black Man from Norman J on Radio CD Soul Seduction. And that's a personal favourite of mine from when I was a young black boy growing up in London.
My name is Alexander Hirschenhauser. I'm club promoter and run this shop here. We opened Black Market 6 months ago because there was no place in Vienna that would react on the spot what's happening all over the world. The idea was to combine a coffee house and a record shop in one room. So people can not only buy the records, they can actually listen to them while having a nice drink, sit down, take it easy. Now, Soul Seduction is every Monday night in Vienna for 3 years now. It is the only club in town that exclusively presents black music.
Feel the beat so sweet. Hey baby, what's wrong? Yeah, come on, just sing along. We don't rule the old school, so we're on the boogers. It's there to do then move a little bit more. Put your foot on the lawn, yo. Come on, come on.
I reinvent Austrian clothes, something which other cultures have stolen from us Austrians.
Feel